least cost option. But in order to attract the investors, to get the venture capitalists and the investment to be invested in the technology and these systems that specifically treat frac water, they need the regulatory structure to be put in place to incentivize that investment. So it's really important for those reasons, okay? For those reasons that these regulations do in fact be finally adopted and put in place. My fear is that this gets drug out. This gets drug out and pushed out, and the next administration, whoever that could be, we may never see this happen. So we have a limited, narrow window of opportunity to make sure this happens. So I just wanted to make sure that you're aware about it. If there's other things relative to this whole issue that we'll talk about a little bit more, but let me tell you my first feeling was outrage and concern about the water. The second thing is this. Honestly, I've been challenging the industry on a number of fronts for a couple of years now. But boy, it's so nice to see so many people that share, I think, the same concern and passion about this.
Well, I'm not going to give you one impression of the film. No, I'd be happy. I actually kind of like to give my impression of the audience. You guys are an amazing audience. I was listening, you laughed, you're fantastic involved in the film, so good job. I guess I wanted to stress here that this is the middle of this is the two convergent positions that are, in a sense, the same kind of effort, and I certainly applaud the effort to make more regulations, more regulatory framework. I'm happy to hear John Mayer is starting to move on this. But I also have to say that in my experience, I don't know that this can be done safely at all. Because I've actually put out a challenge to the industry. I said, look, if you've got a town where you've got 100 wells, which is an average that you can have in a lot of towns, and everything's going fine, everybody's happy, there aren't any complaints, bring me there. I want to guide a tour. I want to see the place, and I want to talk to the people. I haven't had any offers so far, because I don't think the place exists. By the industry's own standards, between 2 and 5% of these wells go south. If that were the standards for the airline industry, we wouldn't have airports. We wouldn't get anywhere near an airplane, because the chance would be too great of a catastrophic problem. If we've learned anything, and I really hope we've learned something from what's going on in the Gulf, right? That something good could come out of that, is that unregulated, extractive industry, energy industry, is a really dangerous thing to have continuing to go along, right? We're seeing the same problem blowouts, right? We didn't expect to blow out yesterday. They didn't expect to blow out in the Gulf. They didn't expect to blow out in Clarksburg, Wyoming, which isn't in the film, which has a plume of benzene going into their groundwater now for over 4 or 5 years. They have hundreds of pages of documentation. There are these kinds of incidents all over the natural gas industry. You don't see them quite as well because they're under the ground. But I'm not convinced that this can be done safely. And I think that there's a long laundry list of regulations. In Santa Fe, there's an organization called Drilling Santa Fe that came over from town ordinance. It's 120 pages long. It's ironclad. It says you can't drill anywhere near this block part. You can't drill with more than 30% gradation. And they fought to create this 120-page ordinance. You can download it yourself at drillingsantafe.org. When the industry looked at that ordinance, they said, bye. Because that was the way that it could have been. And it's right. They said, we'll do it in Pennsylvania. New York right now just passed a moratorium out of one of their major committees in the New York Senate, a 2-year moratorium, because, and they said they didn't want to have it in New York. What's happening in Pennsylvania? So I have to stress that I think that you have to form this long list of regulations, but you have to do it when this is not happening. Instead of doing it when it is happening to Steph Howard, when it's happening to Ron Gould, when it's happening a mile from my house. well, this is my level, which is that we do have something that we haven't brought up so far, which is your right to demonstrate. Right? I try to come across in the film as very mild-mannered. Because I don't ever want to tell anybody what to do or what to say. But I do think, just a show of hands, how many people brought a date tonight? See, I always suspect that GasLand was a date movie. I didn't actually. But I want you to say, Trish, I'm going to take a page out of Trish's book, You Get It Commitment, because what we need to have is a rally, what we need to have is a demonstration. And we'll be back. We want to show the film outside, inflatable screens, 2,000 people to watch it. We want to have that rally here in Pittsburgh. We want to have it in Harrisburg. We want to have it. For anyone for me. And but because I want to think that this is something also that can be fun. Because we hear a lot about how horrible this is. But if you do that thing outside, it's going to be August, probably summertime. It's got to be a way to get with people, because if there's one thing I learned from doing this movie was that actually the people in the film are incredibly inspiring. And the facing the fact that they've lost their houses, they've lost their health, nothing they can do. They're back against the wall. Never get angry. They never get down. They never stay down. And it's just unbelievable to me, day after day after day. When I watch it, I don't get impressed because I think that it's so strong. And I think that the fact that we have all these people here and that you have to use that as your resource. So I would say, yes, there's a lot of initiatives that support the Track Act, that support these bills, that write these letters, and we'll certainly get that information to you as you sign up, and there's stuff on the back of our postcards that says about that. But most importantly to me, I came here to say, we got to get out of the streets, we have to go. Make it happen. Right? So that's all I have to say. Thank you for being here.
Okay, so I guess I'll just open the questions up to anybody on the panel, so direct them towards somebody specific, so anybody wants to comment can. But it seems like one question I've seen come over and over again is, what can be done if someone near my home leases their mineral rights and I don't want to, like a school district or a municipality? It sounds probably like it's for you, Ned, but I don't want to make you feel force you on it. Myers, you want me to drink that? Okay. Convenient.
I know.
Very easy answer. Test your water, take lots of photographs, and pray. Beyond that, there isn't much. That's what I was alluding to earlier.
Well, listen, there's this big thing about the severance tax. In Pennsylvania, we actually don't have forced pooling, which is amazing. In a lot of states, you have 60% of the area around you is leased, you're leased. You have no option. It's called forced pooling. In Pennsylvania, we don't have forced pooling. So if I don't want to lease, I don't have to lease if they can't drill into my property. Okay? The Pennsylvania state legislature, in 10 days, is about to trade the severance tax for forced pooling. This is what So, correct me if I'm wrong, but that sounds like a serious injustice of my property rights. I don't want to have, if I want the gas to stay under the ground, because you know what? I don't want to contribute to climate change either. And as we see, this gas, and really the gas is on a par with coal. But this issue of what do? We have this incredible thing that's about to happen because you're about to lose your ability to choose if you're one of those people who don't want to have it leased. And so I just want to bring that up because I just heard this today, this afternoon, and I would like to put that out there.